Gallipoli campaign, where we've been invited by the Turkish Karate Federation along with New Zealand, France, Germany and Britain. I suppose it's reenacting World War One.
Yeah. And you talk about a friendly, but it's not going to be that friendly. It's going to be pretty. You're saying that you want to win everything.
Well, as a competitor, there's no such thing as friendly. I mean, of course, there's sportsmanship and we totally respect one another. But every time you go in and fight countries like France and Turkey and Germany, I mean, they're at the top of their game. So you really want to go in there and win it in a friendly kind of way.
Have they got an advantage being funded and Australians have got to fund their own way there? Do you find that a challenge?
It's really challenging. Overseas, all those athletes are training full time. They have doctors, they have physios, they have all sorts at their beck and call. They're at training camps every second weekend. They have tournaments every other weekend. For Aussies, it's quite hard. We have a select few elite athletes and we're from all over the country. So it takes quite a bit of organising to get together so we can have a really good, strong training camp. And the cost, obviously we have to bear that ourselves. So most of us are either full-time students or full-time workers.
Well, you've got quite a challenging job as a researcher. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I'm a medical research scientist. I work on a specific type of ovarian cancer called a granulosa cell tumour of the ovary. Yeah, it's really...
Well, I suppose with that personality, you'd be working on all the fine detail. And you have all the stats going on your head, dissecting every element of your movements in your kata, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I do. I really analyse most things in life. But with my fighting, I tend to like to grab videos of my competitors and try to focus and see what their strengths are and their weaknesses, and obviously capitalise on their weaknesses and try and work through their strengths to my advantage.
We've spoken to a few of the kata guys over there in what their preparation is like. Is it preparation for the viewers? Is the preparation different for you in kata than kumite?
Yeah, well, I'm purely focusing on kumite myself, but as a kata competitor, you're just out there on your own. There are certain forms that you must adhere to and certain moves that you've got to perform. It's like a dancer going out there to perform. With kumite fighting, it's a little bit more dynamic and there's another person there.
And they may hit back.
And yes, they definitely do hit back, so those hands better be up at all times. You really need to stay focused at 100% of the time.
So going into the internationals, have you got more of an idea of who you may be fighting so you can prepare for that?
Yeah, next week, for instance, going into Turkey, I've got Turkey, France, Germany, the UK, some of the best fighters in the world. Two of the past world champions, one from Turkey and one from France will be there. So quite familiar with the way they fight. So I'll just keep working on that with my coach throughout the next week and see if I can practice my moves against their weaknesses.
Do you ever feel a little bit intimidated when you see, the French being very strong and the other Europeans? How do you overcome that in your mindset to be a winner?
Yeah, I suppose any athlete, you'll always have nerves and it is quite daunting, especially for us Aussies who don't get that much competition experience internationally. So you've just got to believe in your training and your hard work, just stay focused and believe and trust in all your preparation. I suppose the only thing you can focus on and depend on is that preparation. So if you've had a good preparation and you're feeling fit and you've done all the hard work, there's no reason why you can't go in there full of confidence.
Is there any favourite techniques or any techniques you feel are the winning techniques for you?
For me, I probably prefer my front hand punch.
On the chin?
On the chin, right on the chin, yeah. Sometimes on the nose.
Yeah. No, not on the nose.
About that far from it. So that would probably be my strength.
Well, thanks very much for being on the show. I know you've got some more time commitments to the officiating, so thanks for being on the show.
Thanks so much.